ケイト・ハリントンさんと、そしてフォーリージョッキーですが、ケイトさん、まず先に質問させていただきます。日本に来られまして、もう数日経ちましたが、日本のまず印象いかがですか？
It's been a few days since you came here. What is your impression of Japan? 日本 Japan.
It's been a great place since we got here, and the JRA staff and everyone who has welcomed us has been extremely. Anything we ask for, they have been there for us, and it's been an amazing trip so far. And delighted with how the Philly has travelled, and the Japanese people have been very, very welcoming.
ここについてもう数日経ちますけれども、JRA スタッフの皆さんもとてもよくしてくださり、こちらでお願いしたことをすべて用意してくださって、馬の方もとてもいい状態でいますので、とても満足しております。
スタッフ皆さん女性だというふうにお伺いしました。日本食などは楽しまれましたか
？We hear that all the staffs are female, women, girls. How is the Japanese food here?
Well, I'm enjoying the Japanese food. I do enjoy tasting Japanese at home, and I've been lucky now to taste the proper Japanese food. It's delicious. But the girls are a little bit more westernized. I think they prefer some the Wagyu steak, but not so much sushi.
私は本国でも日本食を食べてますし、こちらで本格的な日本食を食べるのを楽しんでおります。ただ他の2人は結構ちょっと西洋料理の方が好きなので、でもお寿司よりも和牛ステーキを好んで食べてるそうです。
じゃあ元気いっぱいだと思うんですが、馬の方の状態、今日の調教の具合などを見ましていかがでした
？Looking at her magical lagoon today, what is her condition? What do you think of her condition today?
I'm absolutely over the moon with her. She's travelled, when she first travelled over, she lost a nice bit of weight, and today she weighed back in at 500 kilos. So that is absolutely spot on. I'm really, really happy with her. Shane has obviously sat on her for the first time since she's left Ireland, and he couldn't be happier with her. I think she is now knowing it's coming close to race day because Shane has arrived. But the girls have done an absolute fabulous job with her. I don't think I could be happier where she is. Physically, her blow, everything is really, really good, and she's moving very well.
こちらに来た時は少し体重を落としてしまったんですけれども、今日、体重が500キロに戻って、それがもうベストの体重ですので、ですし、あと今日はフォリー騎手が来たということで、馬の方ももうレースが近いということを感じているようで、馬の状態もとても良くて本当に満足しております。
じゃあ今日の状況に関しては100点満点を挙げられる。
So today's training, how do you rate today's training by 100%?
100% back at you because she was brilliant. I don't think Shane could have asked more of her. She's a very lazy filly, and she's never, even since she was a 2-year-old, she's never really impressed in her work because she likes to have other horses to gallop with, so she only ever does as much as she had to. But I couldn't have been happier with how she breezed this morning, and Shane, I feel, will reflect that when you talk to him.
100% で言っていいと思います。馬はちょっとレイジーなところもあるので、調教の時はそれほどあれなんでいつもなんですけれども、今日騎手の方も乗ってすごく満足しておりますし、本当にいい状態になると思います。
馬は日本の環境に十分対応できているというふうに思いますか
？Do you think she's gotten used to the Japanese environment here?
Yes, she has settled in very, very well. Even when she was at Mahiki Horse Park in quarantine, she took everything very well in her stride, and she's settled in here really, really well with her surroundings, and couldn't be happier with her.
とても慣れてきて落ち着いてきて、ミキホースパークでもとても慣れていましたし、こちらに来てからもとても落ち着いていると思います。
ケイトさん自身はミキとそしてこの阪神競馬場の雰囲気そして、コース形態などというのはどういうような印象を持っている？
What is your impression of Mickey Horse Park and here?
Yes, I myself didn't travel to Mickey Horse Park, but the girls, Lauren and Zara, who are with the filly, were there and they were over the moon with it. It served all its purposes while she was in quarantine, and it was a good, quiet, relaxed place for the filly to settle into Japanese life. And it was, you couldn't have asked for more, and it is only 40 minutes from here, so it's absolutely ideal that she didn't have to travel a long distance then to the racetrack. And then since she's got to Hanshin, it's second to none facilities. I really have to commend your facilities here. They're absolutely brilliant. I've travelled around Europe and into America, and they're absolutely top notch.
彼女はミキホースパークには行ってないんですけれども、厩務員の残りの2人がこうでミキホースパークもとってもいい場所で静かですし、すべてお願いしたものを用意してくださり、リラックスできて馬にとってもとっても良かったです。でここから40分しかないっていうこともここにへの輸送も40分で済んだということもとっても良かったと思いますし、阪神のレースコースも本当に彼女は今までアメリカやヨーロッパいろんな競馬場行ってるんですけれども、もう本当に素晴らしい施設だと思います。
日本の馬がヨーロッパに行くとなかなか活躍できません。それはやはり芝の違いであったり、コースの違いであったりするんですが、今回どうでしょう、日本の競馬場にこのマジカルラグーンは非常にフィットするかどうか。
When the Japanese horses goes to Europe, they can't win probably because of the ground, the heavy going probably. What do you think? Do you think Magical Lagoon can handle the Japanese track?
That is one of the factors that really played into our role in bringing her here, because it is right-handed, like Royal Ascot where she won and at the Curragh, and she had really quick ground at Royal Ascot as it was a very hot week, and she really enjoys the quick surfaces. So they're partly why this was our autumn target compared to not having anything in Europe with her.
そうですね、ここの馬場がとっても速いっていうことはよく知ってますし、で彼女マジカルラグーンは向こうでもそういう両馬場の硬い速い馬場でいい成績を残していて、また右回りっていうこともあって、で今回このレースに走るっていうことを決めた理由の一つになります。
このマジカルラグーンのこれまでのレースを VTR で見させていただきました。非常にタフなスピード実力力があるというふうに思ったんですが、ケイトさんはこの馬の特徴というのはどういうふうに捉えてますか
？He saw the video of Magical Lagoon and he thought that she's a very tough horse and she has stamina. And what do you think her strong points are?
I'll echo what Sir just said, and that is her strong point. She is tough, she has stamina, and she likes to get into a rhythm in a race, and she'll never give up a fight. The stronger the fight, the more she is going to get down and fight and never give in.
その通りでして、とてもタフでスタミナのある馬でして、であと競争があればあるほど強くなる馬であると思っています。
今回チャレンジするレースはエリザベス女王杯、そして11年前に勝ったのがイギリスのスノーフェアリー、そういうレースにチャレンジするという思いというのは何かありますか
？The race is Elizabeth took up, and 11 years ago it was Snow Fairy that won the race. Do you have any comment regarding that?
I remember Snow Fairy winning the race because obviously we're fortunate enough we trained for Mrs. Bettino, who owned Snow Fairy at the time, and we had a invested interest, and I was 10 years ago and 11 years ago looking at the two races at home in Ireland, and it's great now to be here ourselves with another runner. With a runner in the race, and we're very, very grateful to have Magical Lagoon out here. But it's going to be a tough race on Sunday, and fingers crossed we can put our best foot forward.
スノーフェリーの、パティーノさんっていう。パティーノ is
the owner. The owner.
Okay. Used to train for.
No, she owns Snow Fair.
Okay.
And we have horses for her.
For her. Okay.
Yeah.
スノーフェリーのオーナーであるパティーノ、スノーフェリーの、馬主であるパティーノさんの馬を彼女たちの、厩舎でもトレーニングしているので、スノーフェリーが勝った10年前と11年前も本国で、見てました。なのでそういうところで今回マジカルラグーンを走ることができるというのはとっても光栄に思ってます。
日本のファンも非常に注目しています。そのファンに一言お願いします。
The Japanese fans are very much looking forward to the race and Magical Lagoon. Can you give them some comment?
We can't wait for the Japanese fans to see Magical Lagoon, and hopefully she can put her best foot forward on Sunday and give the Japanese fans a good race against the Japanese horses.
ジャパニーズファンの皆さんの前でマジカルラグーンがレースを見せることができるのを楽しみにしてます。で、彼女がいい、走りをして良い成績で終われるよう頑張って調教していきます。
どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
で続きまして、ジャシェン・フォーリージョッキーにお話をお伺いします。おはようございます。
Good morning.
日本にはもう4回目の来日ですよね。
This is your fourth visit to Japan?
Yeah, this is my fourth visit to Japan. I've done 3 winters here. I've had a quite successful road here for 3 times, and it's great to be back again.
過去3回に、冬に来てますけれども、とてもいい成績も出せましたし、今回帰ってくれて嬉しいです。
改めて見る阪神競馬場のこの様子というのはいかがですか？
What is your impression of Hanshin Race Course?
Yeah, Hanshin is a very good and fair track, with a long straight, and it was actually, we were glad the race was moved to here because I think this track will suit Magic Lagoon better because it can get into a bit of a battle, and the harder the battle, the better she'll be.
阪神コースはとてもいい競馬場ですし、実は京都じゃなくて今回阪神であることを嬉しく思っています。っていうのも長い直線とあと最後の競争が激しければ激しいほど彼女も思えるタイプなので、阪神に代わってとても良かったと思っています。
今日マジカルラグーン号に調教されました、乗られました。手応え、印象いかがなんでしょう？
You rode her today. How did she feel?
Yeah, she feels very good. Like what Kate said, she's a filly that she only goes through the motions. She'd never impressed too much in her homework, but she felt good today. She's moving good, and her blow is quite good. So she's ready for a fight on Sunday.
とてもいい感触でしたし、馬の息遣いも良かったですし、でレースに向けて、準備ができていると思います。
これまでも大きなレースでもたくさん勝っているマジカルラグーン号です。その時の様子と比べて何か違うところはありますか
？Magical Lagoon has won several very good races. Compared to when she raced those races, how do you think she is now?
Yeah, her form is quite similar. Her weight is good. She looks really well. She's as good as Kate and Jessie can have her, I think, especially after travelling halfway around the world. It can take a little bit out of them, but the girls have done a great job with her. She seems in great shape, so I think she's as good as she can be.
前勝った時の彼女と状態もいいですし、とても同じようだと思います。で、長い輸送があったことを考えれば本当にいい状態になると思いますし、スタッフのみんながとてもよく調教してきたんだと思います。
フォーリーさんは日本の強い馬にもたくさん乗ってます。今回はグレード1のレースです。マジカルラグーンにどういうような期待をしますか？
You've ridden many strong horses in Japan or everywhere, and this is a G1 race. What do you expect of Magical Lagoon in this race?
I think she can run a big race. There's just 3 or 4 horses in the race rated above her, but I think she can run a massive race. She has conditions to suit. She's going right-handed on fast ground, and I think the Japanese style of racing will suit her. Strong tempo all the way. The stronger the tempo, the better it will suit her.
多分この G1 のレースにマジカルラグーンはとてもうまくやってくれると思います。この強いテンポの、レースが多分合うと思うんで、彼女もこれからこのレースでいい結果を出してくれると思います。
どうなんでしょう、レース中どのぐらいの位置にいたいとかっていうのってありますか？
Can you tell us where do you want her to be during the race?
That's a $50 question. Usually she's very good from the gate. She's quick into her stride. We'd like to get a nice draw, a nice position, but ideally if we'd get a nice position in the first 5 or 6 maybe, because I think the tempo will be quick early, like it normally does be in Japan, and she'll get into a nice rhythm and go from there.
You mean that you want to be toward the front?
Towards the front, yeah. She likes the race prominent. She's a strong stayer. She's quite versatile that way, and she's good from the gates. And we'll just get her wherever she's comfortable, but hopefully forward.
ゲートを出るのもとてもうまい馬ですし、できれば前の方でレースをして、強いテンポのレースで走らせたいと思っています。その時の彼女がいいと思う位置で走らせたいと思います。
変な質問ですいません。
Sorry for the question.
日曜日がちょっと雨予報が出てるんですよね。もしやや重とかになった場合、重とかになった場合というのは適用できそうでしょうか？
The weather forecast is rain on Sunday. What if the track gets a little softer? Do you think she can handle it?
Look, I think she will handle it. I prefer if the rain didn't come. I prefer fast track because her best form is on firm ground. But she's getting stronger all the time. Different type of soft ground in Japan is different to soft ground in Europe. So hopefully it won't get too bad.
できれば晴れて、速い馬場の方がいいですけれども、向こうでのその雨降った後の馬場とこちらは違うんで、多分どうなっても、うまくこなせると思います。
では日曜日にレース後お二人の笑顔が見られることをまた期待しています。
I hope that we can see your smiling faces after the race on Sunday.
Hopefully, great.